Today we're looking at Jamboo, a Diamond 5 Diva / Zarya. They requested this review directly on my Google form, where they wrote, I was struggling on finding ways that would make more space for my team. I want to know if I should play more aggressive or defensively to add more value to the fight. On Diva, I don't know if I should hard engage more or should peel more for my team. Yeah, we'll take a look. We'll talk about the times you should be aggressive versus the times you should be defensive. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by hard engage. I guess we'll find out when we watch the VOD. But when you engage as Diva, I really want you to think about not so much going for kills. I mean, if you could get them, that's great. But you really want to think about just zoning and reducing people's effectiveness. Especially as Diva, if you're playing against hit scan like Soldier, Hanzo, Ana, Diva can be very good at like forcing them off high ground or into less favorable positions, cutting them off from their teammates, and just DMing their shots and overall reducing their effectiveness. Diva excels at that. So those are the type of things we should think about. We'll talk about it more specifically in the VOD, so getting right into it. First thing we always want to do is take a look at our team comp. So we got Diva, Torb Hanzo, Ana Iari. Okay, it looks like pretty much everyone besides you is going to want to play from a distance. So, we can go up on first point, clear these guys off high ground. But we just always want to be, when we engage, we just want to be looking back, making sure our team has vision and can push up to help us. Just so they can follow up with damage and keep us up.
Attackers incoming.
Yep, DM Hanzo shots, that's good. I would have backed away from the dynamite, but yeah. So yeah, like I said, we want to think about just going up on high ground and clearing these guys off. That should just be our, our first step. Maybe we can force them down this way. And then, maybe we can just go after the Hanzo, make him a little uncomfortable so he doesn't one-shot our team. It depends on how people move, though. Let's see what happens. Yeah, like right here, I would have just rocket boosted right to high ground right from there. Your Hanzo does get a kill on the Ashe, so we want to go up there and make sure Mercy doesn't res it. Perfect. I love it. Yep, and you make it so Hanzo can't play up there either. This is great. Yeah, Doomfist. So don't worry about Doomfist. It's not really your job to deal with him. In fact, it can be a little bit tough because he can punch you out of your boosters. So I would just kind of avoid him directly and instead, maybe try to cut him off from his team. Like, see how your Hanzo is kind of just, your Hanzo's looking for shots right now. We could be in front of him, maybe DMing, DMing the enemy Hanzo, DMing Lifeweaver's healing on Doom, making Mercy just a little more hesitant to push up here and help Doom. And I just think that might just be a good idea to help our team in dealing with Doomfist. And, once he gets low HP, we can turn around and help our team finish him off. That's what I would be thinking about. And don't face tank the Doomfist for sure. You can play up here. Yeah, we might have been able to stay up in there, but that's okay. Just so you know, you can cancel your boosters mid-flight if you just press the button again. That's just a good thing to know, just so for one, you get the cooldown faster, and two, you don't overcommit like this. Yep, so yeah, we don't even need to, so Doom's over there, we can just go over here, DM, maybe we could have DM'd the dragon, but yeah, we just want to cut off his, just cut him off, make it harder for him to escape. Or harder for his team to support him. Yeah, don't worry about Doom. DM shots and harass his team. But we do have bomb here, so maybe we can use this to make some space. Like, we might even be able to throw it up right here. Okay. Alright. Not bad. Yeah, go after the Hanzo. So, you know, your team, like your Ana, your soldier coming up, it looks like. Hanzo's looking for them. So, you know, Mercy went away. Lifeweaver pulled her. So we should just think about just cutting off this Hanzo, maybe getting between him and his teammates so they can't help him, and then just making sure he's not looking down this lane and could potentially one-shot one of our teammates. Yeah, especially with the one-shot, you just making it hard for Hanzo to kill your team like that will be crucial. But yeah, now that our team's died, we want to think about getting out. Yeah, you can get some exit value, but yeah, this is good. Yeah, just perfect. Yeah, stabilize. You don't want to get demeched. That would be awful. Okay, now Genji's getting healed. I would get out of here, go main again. Okay, this is good. Go after Hanzo. Perfect. Yeah, Mercy's overcommitting. We can kill her here, I think. Nice. Perfect. I get what you want to do with the Genji. Now that Lifeweaver's thrown up Tree of Life, I honestly, like, we're not going to be able to kill Genji through that. So I would just be looking at where Lifeweaver is and go after him instead. Yeah, you throw up another bomb. Nice squish. I love how you did that right at the doorway. Kill the Mercy. Perfect. Now I'd go after the Genji here. Nice. Good target focus. See, now that nobody else is here with Doom, we can go after him, but like the moment like one of his DPS or supports come through, we want to switch our attention off Doom and go after them instead. Okay, we just saw Doom got pulled. Yeah, so we want to switch targets and go after Lifeweaver. Okay, now we are. Perfect. Nice. Now go after Soldier, make sure he can't shoot from the high ground. Perfect, this is exactly what you should do. See, you're making him uncomfortable, you forced him off that good position. You could have gone after the Hanzo back there, but this is okay too.
Escort the payload.
Payload is Oscar.
So I think you went over and to where Hanzo is to rocket boost him down, and you kind of just hit the button before really seeing what was going on. I would just slow down a little bit with the. Did I say rocket booster? I meant micro missile, but I think you know what I meant. Just slow down, like get in an enemy's face just so you can assess like their health and such if you need to use your micro missiles to burst them down. Then you can pop that, because we obviously didn't need that for Hanzo, and like Mercy's right here, we might have been able to use it on her instead just to finish her off. We do kill her anyway though, that's good. Yeah, I don't think this is bad. We can scout a little bit more, just see where they're coming from, see what they have. Looks like they have a Zarya now, so we definitely want to make sure we avoid her. Yep, this is good. Ooh, yeah, I wouldn't go into the Zarya here. So I think you were in a decent position to like kind of just be in between the Zarya and her teammates. Let's actually back that up a little bit. Yeah, so you're right here. You know, we can just DM all these shots, cut Zarya off from her team, and then, you know, maybe after she expends her bubbles to try to get some charge, she takes some damage, maybe we can turn to focus her instead. But yeah, going after her when she's like still full HP is a little risky, and because we gave up that position here, see, her whole team comes up to meet her. So just things you want to think about. Cutting people off from their teammates is D.Va's very good at that. So you just want to recognize when you have the ability to do that. But this is good too. You're going in their backline. You do have your ult just in case you get demaxed. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't hard commit here. This is okay, but you just want to make sure you get out once they regroup. Perfect. Yeah, hold the high ground. Don't get into Zarya's face. So yeah, we said that dealing with Doom was not your job. Dealing with Zarya is definitely not your job. Zarya is going to come to you to try to beam you down. That's why they switched in the first place. So just, you know, focus on staying like just out of her beam range and disrupting her teammates from supporting her.
60 seconds.
I do like how you take the high grounds. You make the enemies look here instead, but... And we can go after the Life Weaver. Yeah, we want to go after the soldier. He's visoring. Ooh. So, oh wow, we just got deleted there. Yeah, but let's back that up for sure. So where was soldier? Let's back that up. So we're going after the Life Weaver. Yeah, so we saw the soldier over there, and now he's visoring. Let's actually watch it from this point of view here. So we're going after the Mei instead. Like, what do you think is a better target right now to focus? The Mei who's just being a little bit annoying with her icicles on high ground? Or the ulting soldier with an aimbot? Like, when we hear that audio of Soldier's ult, our focus should be just finding out where he is and DMing that so he can't kill anyone. Because look what happens, just from this point of view. You're just focused on the Mei instead, and your Brig gets burst down. Then he focuses on you instead while you're not even looking at him. And then you get burst down by all these guys. So 100%, like, if we had been going after the soldier instead, just DMing his visor, making sure that we kept Brig safe, you know, the healing might have been able to keep us in the fight longer. We might have been able to kill soldier, who knows? But at the very least, it just would have given us a much better chance in this fight. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna lose the fight with 20 seconds left, so really risky.
Don't tilt, Hana. You got this.
Okay, this is where you briefly go, Winston. You did say that. Yeah, that's overtime. You're just trying to get back there. Yeah, it was just kind of a stagger and not really much you could do at that point.
Round 1.
Yeah, nice try. I think that just the big thing there was the target focus. You know, if you hear like an ulting soldier, our number one priority needs to be to just DM that and cut off his effectiveness. Just because, obviously, it looks like that cost us the fight here. But it's okay, we're on Zarya now. Let's see how this goes.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Ready to rumble.
Yeah, we want to be careful. We do not want to push up this far. Okay, yeah, so it looks like you expended both bubbles to go build some charge. You know, I'd just be a little bit careful about pushing too far because, you know, when you push into all 5 people who can see you at once, that's one of Zarya's weaknesses, you know. When she gets overwhelmed by damage, her bubbles get popped fast, and then, you know, she's left very vulnerable. And that can be very dangerous if you're out in the open for a prolonged period of time. Fortunately, you were able to get out, but just in general, when you're defending, I would just think about a corner you need to hold and keep yourself a little bit safer. Because, you know, you're on defense. The burden is on the enemy team to push into you. So, yeah, I would just stay safe. You know, you can poke. You can use cover if you're taking too much damage. You can bubble yourself as they shoot you just to build up that charge and let them come to you. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is where we should be holding. This corner right here. Like you're looking at the Genji on high ground. Just make sure we're looking at our team. Yeah, like right there. We heard the audio for the cast nade. Maybe we could have turned to Bastion and bubbled him. Just once again, it's good that you're looking up here. You want to be aware of these people up on high ground, but just especially as a tank, we want to be just looking at the front line that they're trying to make space for, and then also just looking at back at our team and just making sure we're able to peel for them if necessary. Yeah, we're giving up a little too much space here, I think, but this is good though. Go after the Genji. Perfect. Maybe we can pressure the Ana. Yeah, she used sleep. We could go after her. Yeah, so when an Ana uses sleep dart like that, she is an easy kill. Especially, like, let's look. Yeah, she has no cooldowns left, and you're 91 charge. Like, if I see the Ana expend that cooldown, I'm going to push into her, because there's a good chance you'd be able to just kill her fast, or at the very least, make her retreat and cut her off from the Junker Queen. Just because it's going to be tough for you guys to kill the Junker Queen with that healing. Granted, you know, she still has Life Weaver too, but maybe we can focus him after. But yeah, what I would be thinking about is just going after the Ana here, forcing her away. And, you know, you can turn around to, say, bubble Brig or Ashe as needed. We definitely want to be bubbling people as Junker Queen pushes in. But yeah, that's what I would think. Cut off the Ana, then turn back and deal with Junker Queen on point. Yep, we gotta worry about yeah, we're going way too far now. And so we did kill the Cass, and we're going after the Genji, but we just abandoned an LOS point. Meanwhile, Junker Queen is just picked off 2 people. So yeah, like I said, when I was talking about making the Ana go away, you don't want to chase her. You just want to LOS her from the Junker Queen. And then you should be looking, as Junker Queen pushes into your teammates, you should be looking to bubble them to save them and build yourself some charge, because that would have given them a better fighting chance. You could have come and helped too. And hey, maybe as like Cass and Genji push in here, you would have been really high charge and you could have just burst them down anyway. So yeah, don't overcommit like this and abandon your team on point like that. Okay. Yeah, we do get the kill on the Ana. Once again, be looking. So yeah, as Junker Queen pushes into your team like that, you want to look at them to bubble them because, you know, we use the bubble on ourselves, but like we're already full HP. Nobody's shooting us. We're 100 charge. Like, what value did we really get out of that? Just bubbling the BAP instead was the play there. You do bubble sim though, that was really good. We get the kill? Perfect. Fast forward a tiny bit. And once again, don't push up this far. And back out. Just hold this corner right here. Ooh, you're flanking. Yeah, so let's talk about that. Where were we? A little bit further back. So we're right here. You know, people are pushing main. We know that. We do the flank Zarya. This was a valid strategy, but more so in Overwatch 1, where there was 2 tanks. When you're a single tank in Overwatch 2, it's just a little bit more risky to just leave your front line open like that, especially, you know, Zarya. It's not like your Doomfist who can just get in and then punch back to your team. Zarya is very slow moving. It's going to take you a while to get back and help people. So yeah, I'd just be a little bit careful, and I would try to avoid that unless, especially like we got to think that Genji, Ana haven't ulted yet. We got to expect Nanoblade. Maybe we could think about just playing closer to our team, just to peel for them, bubble the people that Genji focuses, and maybe burst them down instead. It's just, you know, the flank stuff is just very risky when you're the only tank. Yeah, once again, we're all focused on these guys over here, and then our team just gets burst down by the Genji. Yeah, that's another thing too, just alt tracking. Like, if you know Genji hasn't used Blade yet at this point, it's 2.5 minutes, or let's say 2 minutes into the match. I mean, into the round. We gotta think that he has that, and we just gotta anticipate. Yeah, looks like we lost that.
Thought they could keep me down? Ha!
Objective lost. Stop the pain.
Gathering energy. Огонь по готовности.
I don't know about that grab. Yeah, so we kind of solo ulted the Junker Queen. I mean, granted, Echo got caught too, but she got out. Yeah, once again, we don't need to be super like over eager with those abilities. We can wait for, you know, we can hold on to our ults on defense and, like, you know, just hold this area here and wait for the enemy team to push into us. Maybe commit ults first, and then we can use that to counter. It's just what I was saying before. You're defending. The burden is on the enemy team to push into you. Yeah, sometimes just being over aggro and spending cooldowns and ults just puts us in a bad situation and a risky situation for like the next fight. Or even later in the same fight. Yeah, I'd be really careful. Yeah, you do not need to push in this far. Like, see, your BAP recognizes that you're being a little over aggro, and he lamps because he wants to make sure you don't die. So, you know, you don't need to push past, like, this wall here as a tank. It's just going to be a little bit risky. Once again, you're exposed to everyone here. It's nice to have just a little bit of cover. You can quickly duck behind if necessary. You don't want to push too far, get overwhelmed by damage, as we were saying, get both your bubbles popped, and then you're vulnerable and get burst down. And now see, because we were a little over aggro there, we don't have any bubbles. Like, we're about to get one back now, but like, we had to give up a little bit of space just because, we didn't have those cooldowns. Whereas if we had been just a little bit slower, a little bit more patient, we could have just held our ground here, bubbled ourselves as they pushed in, and that just would have been a lot better. Yeah, I just want to see a little bit more patience from you on defense. Like, we don't need to chase the Ana. She's backing out. We could try to bubble someone. I mean, we bubbled ourselves. I know BAP threw out the lamp, but I think you were gonna get purpled by the Junker Queen ult, but like, I think saving the bubble for one of your teammates, like maybe your Lucio, just would have been the better play there. Because BAP can use lamp for you. You have a much higher HP pool, so you're not in as much of danger of getting burst down either. So yeah. I would just be thinking about, like, that's one of the reasons Zarya is considered a counter to Junker Queen, is because she can just watch for what Junker Queen does, who she focuses on, like, and just bubble them to counter it. That's really what you want to do in that matchup.
Thanks.
What's up?
I'm back.
Hi.
Time.
Hello.
Throw their fire.
Yeah, your Lucio fed. That's a little unfortunate. Everybody should have full regrouped. Like, you're trying to make space, but it's just a little tough at this point.
Zarya.
Yeah. And that's the game. Yeah, nice job. I think for your diva, I think just the big thing is just target focus, knowing when you need to deny people value, like countering ults. If you hear a soldier visor, your number one priority should be getting in his face and just making sure he doesn't hurt your team. And then, yeah, for your Zarya, I think just being a little over aggro. It's like we talked about, defense, the burden is on the enemy team to push into you. So just being a little bit more careful there, knowing the space you got to hold, usually like a corner or by a wall is usually ideal. Because what happened was you got just a little over aggro, you expend your bubbles, and then we saw in that last fight, you had to give up a bunch of space, and that allowed the enemy team to push forward and yeah, come in with ults. That's all I have for now. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. If anyone would like to request a VOD review, check the link in the description, and best of luck with your climb.